Hey, how's it going, everybody? Harrison George here with the Harrison George team. Sorry for the delay in everything. I know it's been a little while. Been traveling all over with the preparation of all of this bank information. I'll get into more information about that later. But I really wanted to just say thank you guys for checking out this video. Wanted to give you a really awesome update for those individuals that perhaps have had issues with qualifying for homes and that need to look into a more non-traditional route, but still want to take advantage of this velocity banking concept to pay off your home, but maybe you're self-employed and maybe you're running into issues qualifying because you write off a lot of income because your CPA is really smart and is good at doing his job and make sure that you guys are limited in your taxable liability. So we have this really awesome addition to the all-in-one loan. It's a 12-month bank statement program. It's exactly the same as the all-in-one structurally with how it works. There are some changes to it. So the loan to value on this loan is just going to be 5% less than all of the other transactions. So on a primary residence, when you're looking at doing 20% down, you just need to do 5% down. Now, that's not to go without saying that we can't have exceptions on this. If it makes sense for you guys to have an exception, it is actually written into the guidelines so we can make sure we do what's in your best interest. Now, there is a slightly higher credit score requirement. It is going to be a 720 credit score. We're going to need to see 4 trade lines, which essentially means credit card, car, mortgage, etc. We're going to want to make sure that this individual has a history of making payments on time. We know that there are individuals out there that perhaps have less trade lines because they are really, really good with their money, and that's okay as well. We'll look into that. We just want to make sure we are doing our due diligence. Now, the reserve requirement on this loan is going to be a little different. We're going to need to see 20% of the line of credit in reserves. If you're looking at getting a line of credit of $500,000, we're going to need to see $100,000 in reserves. Now, to a degree, and I know that I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, but a lot of this is going to be, let's look at your situation. Let's figure out what goes best in your scenario. And if we're almost there, we can build systems and processes in place to help make sure you can get over that hurdle to get this product. Obviously, this is going to be for self-employed individuals. We need to see a 50%, at least 50% ownership in the business that we're using to qualify for this. And we're going to need to see a 12-month consecutive history of bank statements. Now, obviously, we run a calculation on these qualifications, just like every other bank statement loan. We can get into kind of what those ratios look like and the qualifiable income of everything else, but I'm really just kind of wanting to touch base on a little bit of the differences associated with this product and the standard all-in-one loan. But to kind of continue down the income route, in my opinion, I think the really awesome part about this program is that if there's 2 individuals on this loan and one self-employed and the other one receives something like Social Security or pension or even alimony or child support and maybe even other wages, we can actually utilize that for the non-primary borrower. So it can really help us get over the hump for the non-self-employed individuals that are on the loan with the self-employed individual. In my opinion, I think that the most important part about this loan is that we can still use asset depletion, which allows for us to take additional liquid assets, not gold in your safe or underneath your mattress, but checking, savings, stocks, bonds, 401k, etc. We run a calculation on it and we can add that to your income. It's more like on paper income. We're not actually utilizing that money and withdrawing it from anywhere, but we can just make your file look a little more attractive to make sure that we can get you the most beneficial rate and cost for your scenario. You know, that's actually kind of a majority of the big differences on this 12-month bank statement all-in-one loan than a just standard all-in-one loan. Now, there are some additional information around rental income. Yes, we can utilize ADU income. There's just kind of some other little nuances. But at the end of the day, I think that having access to a bank statement loan opens up the door to so many other opportunities in a product like this. It's not just saying, hey, look, let's try and lower the qualifications to get somebody into the home. No, it's really saying, hey, look, we know that self-employed individuals are going to be really creative on their tax returns. We want to help those people get into the home because, yes, this loan's great for W-2 hourly and salary individuals, but we truly believe that for the individuals that are self-employed, that they're are less solutions for you out there. And we know that most of those self-employed individuals love programs like this because it lets their income in the good months pay down that balance of their mortgage so that in the slower months, that person is able to breathe a little bit while taking advantage of lower interest on their home. All we're looking at is saying, hey, look, let's see how we can figure out a way of getting somebody into this product because we know that this product is the future of financing. 30-year mortgages are great and it helps people get into homes, but we're talking about those individuals that are finally able to take that next step in their financial journey and go from a trajectory of this, just going with the market, to something a little more exponential. Feel free to reach out to us. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Obviously, there's going to be all of our contact information in the description below. Obviously, if you guys do enjoy any of this stuff, feel free to like, and if you feel so inclined to, comment. We really appreciate you guys. We'll get more content out to you guys soon with more education. There's so much going on this side, and I apologize for the delay and everything. Peace.